Okay, can you confirm your name for me, please?
William Ayres.
Okay, well, and can you confirm that you'd be happy for me to download this recorded interview and send through to any interested parties with regard to the role of quantity surveyor?
Yes, that's fine, yeah.
Okay. All right then, Will. Just a few questions then. Can you give me an idea of what it was about the construction industry that attracted you to join it in the first place?
My father worked for British Gas sort of nationwide when they were British Gas Construction. He was a mechanical engineer for them, and through my childhood, with him working away, we sort of often went a few weekends with him, and I went to a few of the sites, and it sort of started from there really. Saw quite some large construction, civil side of things really, and that's what got me interested really.
Okay.
So finished school, went on to college, and went from there.
What did you study? Was that construction related when he was at college?
Yes, at Exeter College I did a BTEC in construction, and then moved on to Plymouth University to do an HND in construction as well.
And what was it about quantity surveying that kind of appealed to you, or appeals to you?
I've always had an interest in money, I suppose, if you like, monetary terms, and quite like budgetary things and things like that. I always do like my home sort of finances and things like that as well, really. So it's sort of a natural progression from there, really.
So it's the management of financial resources.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So thinking about your previous employment history, then, can you give me a flavour of the employers that you've worked for previously and the type of work that you've done for them? Perhaps some of the highlight jobs.
My initial role was an assistant QS with Bath BT Utilities when they started their framework agreement with South West Water in '99. I worked for them for 6 years, mainly covering the rehab side, the rehabilitation of the water mains within the Devon area, which was very interesting, and it was all new to Balfour BT Utilities. In fact, when I started, it was John Kennedy's, but Balfour BT bought them and combined us with another firm in the north of England. And sort of when Balfour BT became our employers, it was a good move, and went from strength to strength really. But sort of after 6 years of civils, somebody approached me to say, do you want to see the building side of the construction industry, which I moved on to a small firm in Exeter called Michael Thorne Construction, mostly steel frame, cladding works, but all in-house. They originated from sort of small farm buildings, but then went on to sort of light industrial units. Very interesting work again, but sort of towards the end of 2007 they went through a sticky patch with a main contractor, and cash flow was a problem. Quite a few people were leaving, so I took the opportunity to look around and moved on to Kia Western, a nice large firm. Interesting jobs with them was the new Dartmouth Sainsbury's, a new sort of flagship store for Sainsbury's, their eco building, and then a bit of work on a refurb in Plymouth area, and then some work at Barnstable Hospital. So,
and was that a mixture of new build and refurbs?
Dartmouth Sainsbury's was a new build, and I did sort of refurb in Plymouth with Kiers as well.
Okay. And what was it? What was your experience of working for a bigger organisation like that?
Yes, it was. Kiers were a nice, friendly atmosphere, nice people to work with. It was just unfortunate that with the downtown industry, made redundant from them really. But also the time with Michael Thorne's, it was a nice, friendly atmosphere with them. A smaller firm, but very nice as well, really. So, sort of both sides. I like larger firms and smaller firms, really. So.
But you enjoy that kind of, you know, the professional but friendly kind of atmosphere. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Part of the team.
Yeah, great. And after Kiers, obviously unfortunate redundancy, where have you been since then?
I was out of work for the first 3 months of 2009 and looking for work. The sort of first thing that came along was a QS role with a small firm called O'Sullivan Shop Fitting. They do sort of refurb works for all the Co-op stores, but the position sort of became more of an estimator side, more of a project manager side, no QSing involved really, and the area to cover was doubled, if you like, what was going to be for me Devon and Cornwall, then went up to sort of Birmingham area, across to Basingstoke and South Wales, and
so there's geographical kind of issues there. Okay. So ideally then you're looking to get back into pure QS role.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you bring to a new employer if they were to take you on board?
I like to think of myself as an enthusiastic person. I've sort of got a good eye for detail, and I like to see things sort of from start to finish all the way through, if you like. As a QS, I suppose, right to a final account really. So I take an interest in the works going on to quite a detail. I just like to understand how things are being built and sort of how they're going to be finished, and work closely with the team on site or in the office really.
Okay. And how important do you see the sort of budgetary element of all of that?
Well, cash is king, really, isn't it? As is all projects, and so it's very important really.
Okay. That's excellent, thank you. So you've given us a good overview in terms of what you do and your work history and your qualifications and so forth. Tell me a bit, Will, about what you do when you're not working and you know, when you get some free time. What do you get up to?
Yes, sort of got married last year to my wife Miranda. We enjoy gardening. I've created a fish pond in my house, which is takes up more time than I thought it would. During the sort of winter period, I do a lot of syndicate shooting, so that takes up sort of every other weekend. Do quite a bit of DIY to do around the house and things like that. Sort of with my parents, they've got 2 properties, so we're always doing work with their sort of refurb work with them as well. So.
Okay. And what about, it says here some conservation as well. What's that?
It's shooting and conservation. It's quite a strange term really, but it comes under the BASC, it's British Association of Shooting and Conservation, so it's a nationwide thing really.
Okay, excellent. All right, well that's really, really good. Thank you for sitting in on this interview, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks very much.